A United Airlines jet lands in Los Angeles, launching the biggest entertainment airlift in motion picture history. The world's press, some 300 newsmen from 4 continents, arrive for the Hollywood premiere of Stanley Kramer's
There was a certain amount of money buried down in this pot. Now, I suggest that we quietly get into our cars, and then when we get down there, we dig up the money, providing that there is some money there.
There's only one way to figure it, and that is every man for himself.
And so begins the maddest, wildest, zaniest chase ever filmed, as our merrymakers race across country, by land, by sea, by air. For somewhere there's a fortune in buried treasure. Which one of our Mad World comedy stars will be the first to reach it?
Now, where have I always told you that the Smiler hid the dough? Where? Right there.
The world's critics go stark raving mad, mad, mad. The wildest chase comedy on record, raved the New York Journal American.
Nobody's going to get me up in the air.
A smash. And more laughs than any other comedy in the history of the screen, raved the Los Angeles Herald Examiner.
I can't you have
I did not laugh once. I did not laugh once. I only laughed part of it.
You can't afford to miss
That's
this.
getting cut.
Wildest comedy ever filmed, added the Boston Record American. Everything you've heard is true. It's the biggest entertainment that ever hit the screen with laughter.
No! Left runner! No!
Wild and hilarious all the way. It's a mad, 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 mad world is everything its extravagant title suggests, says the New York Times. A wham-doodle, humdinger, stem-winder, said the New York World Telegram and Sun. Great Britain's Manchester Guardian applauded with exuberant, exhilarating, triumphant. Marvelous, wild, prodigious slapstick, exclaimed the New York Post. Everyone who's ever been funny is in it.
Our traffic is so congested, mass confusion on wheels. But Detroit is a trite. What they'll do in Detroit is make bigger automobiles. So be a happy fellow, be a clown boy, punch and mellow. Get off the shelf and enjoy yourself. It's a mad, 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 mad. It's a mad, it's a It's a mad, 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 mad. It's a mad, it's a
Here we go, 1963. It's a mad, 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 mad world. It is.
It's that now.
Except this is the 1963 comedy classic Try It, Treasure, or Trash. We will find out which category it lies in.
The last one.
How do you... What, shh. And I will do my review right after this. Now, this is exciting because this was a lot of fun. I will show you in just a second.
It's Hot Corner Hockey. Reed has control of the puck. Great save by Yager. Wind up and go for a slap shot. Hot Corner Hockey. Realistic hockey action that gives you the power to raise the puck to new heights. Piper has it behind the net. Back to the point. He winds up shoots. Deflected high and it hits the glass. Hot Corner Hockey puts you in control with dynamic slap shot action. Smith winds up. He shoots. He scores. Hot Corner. Players with realistic shooting action. Hot Corner Hockey. New from Irwin.
Well, this is his Top Corner Hockey. So I did have something like this as a kid. I don't know if it was the exact same one, but we had it for several years, and we did have a lot of fun with it. So there is something to keep an eye on if you are on eBay or something. This would definitely be a toy to check out. It would be something for your kids other than video games. And I see somebody's already shaking their head at me, thinking this might be a tempting thing for Chipcod Roach to check out and see how much it is, and then spend his stupid money on it. It could happen. So
No, it can't.
$5, get bubble hockey for $1,000. So so now going to Mad World. If I find the 350 grand, I will spend some of that on Top Corner Hockey. So so this movie here, let's just say it's loaded with stars, and I do have a guest. Sleepy Skip is with me in his normal sleeping position, saying, "Oh my goodness, I have to watch this again. Oh my." So,
I feel you, Skip. I walk home. I walk in the house this
oh dear. So, this movie, if you're anybody, you were in this. This came out in 1963, and I forgot to look up the top movie for 1963. But for this being a comedy, it is a couple hours long, but do not worry. It has a
video will be an hour.
it has a very simple story to it, so there won't be as many clips as you might think. So so now this is starring Spencer Tracy. I'm not going to get into what they were in because first of all, I knowing my audience, they probably won't know it for one, and two, there is several people to go through. So I'm just going to name the actors this time. But we have Spencer Tracy, who is a very well known actor. We have Milton Berle. Hopefully, he did not expose himself on the set of this movie because he would get several people mad at him. And then we also have Mickey Rooney, Benjamin Hackett. We have Sid Caesar. We have, the very talented Jonathan Winters, who is hilarious in this. And then we have Terry Thomas. We have Dick Shawn. We have Ethel. Oh yes, Ethel Merman is the nagging mother-in-law. This is already becoming entertaining, and I haven't even shown a clip yet. And let's see. Did I mention Sid Caesar? I mentioned him. Okay, who did I not mention? Somebody I have not heard of. Oh yes, Edie Adams, Dorothy Provine. Yes, I forgot Jim Backus from Gilligan's Island is in this. Let's see, we got Ben Blue, Joey E. Brown, Peter Falk, Jerry Lewis makes a cameo appearance for Three Stooges. Carl Reiner. Well, he's seeing his son since he was shot. Let's see, Phil Silvers. Let's see, Alan Carney, Chick Handler. I'm sorry, Chick Chandler. Try saying that fast.
You messed it up.
So that is really what I'm going to get at now because that is a lot to go through and my mouth is tired. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot of no's. Yeah, I'm sure. So anyways, we have Spencer Tracy here, who is a police officer. He's a detective. He was on a case for a long time, and he supposedly crashes his car. These several people, Milton Berle, his nagging mother-in-law, Jonathan Winters. Let me get to their names here. Oh yes, Milton Berle is of course Russell Finch. Spencer Tracy is Captain Culpepper. Jonathan Winters. Let me just get their. Yes, I did. Sid Caesar is Melvin Crump. Ethel Merman, of course, is Mrs. Marcus. Buddy Hackett is Benji Benjamin. And Mickey Rooney's got the best name, which is Ding Bell. And then we have Jonathan Leonard is Lenny Pike, who is a mover. So these guys here, they all go near him because they think that he just died in a car crash. And he says that there is a huge amount of money underneath this big W. So all these guys pretty much go and they try to work to what they're supposed to do is split the 350 grand, split it between themselves, but of course that doesn't work out. They all end up every man for himself. And what ends up happening is they tag a few extras along for the ride as well. So yes, this does become a mad world. So the story is very simple. They also remade this. You may have recognized the movie remake. It was called Rat Race. Now, if they remade this movie again, I recommend not seeing it because it would just be loaded with pure no talent but clowns. So I will now show the first clip in just a second here, and we will just get it started.
How about that? This guy's still alive, I tell you. He's still alive. Well, maybe we ought to call an ambulance for him. Is he kidding? Now, just hold on, mister. We're going to get you to the hospital. You move me, I'll break up in little pieces.
Well, sorry for the false clip here. You're going to get this one first. My mistake. He did not mention the money. He did not go fast enough. It must have been slow dialogue by Spencer Tracy that made this runtime for this movie a very short 3 hours and 30 minutes, and that is no joke. I just looked it up. I thought it was 2.5 hours. It's 3.5 hours long. So very interesting for a comedy. So there was an intermission, but I just figured they just had intermissions. It just happened. But nope, it is actually 3 hours and 30 minutes long. And this movie, the budget was $9 million, and it made $46 million between the U.S. and Canada. And there was also a 100 stunt double performers for this movie. So, very physical comedy. This did win 4 awards as well. So now I will show the clip of him actually explaining the money. So I do apologize for the first clip, and I'm sorry if you already pressed the fast forward button saying, why did he show us this meaningless clip of this old man on a bunch of rocks? So I will show the important clip in just a second.
There's all this dough. 350 G's. Do you hear what I'm saying? 350 G's. In the park. In Rosita. Rosita Beach State Park. Just out of Dago in Santa Rosita.
Well, so the top movie for 1963 was Cleopatra, starring the very overrated Elizabeth Taylor. And another, you don't want to. So another movie that was, oh yes, that's right, she was in the Flintstones. So another movie that was big was How the West Was Won, and then of course It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. So moving on, so this is the important part of the movie here. So he is telling them about the money. So in the next clip here, we get to meet the Elephant Woman, yes, Ethel Merman herself with this big obnoxious hat, and she is just running her mouth at poor Milton Berle, who is, of course, an entrepreneur, and she just rips him the entire movie. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Oh, Russell, I feel sick.
Oh, take it easy, honey. These things happen, you
Now,
know.
what kind of an attitude is that? These things happen. They only happen because the whole country is just full of people who, when these things happen, they just say, these things happen, and that's why they happen.
Well, this is the nagging mother-in-law, and believe me, she doesn't stop. This is just a 6-second clip. She probably goes on for another hour. Right after I got done showing this, she just got yapping, yapping, and yapping. But that is her character, and it's annoying to some, but I find it absolutely hilarious. But she just doesn't leave this poor guy alone. She just goes, yep, 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 yep. So, and she has that big annoying hat, like I said. And Ethel Merman does actually belt out a couple songs in this movie. And she does it, I believe, in a nagging tone. So now I will show the next clip. Mr. Crump here, the dentist, has he has a strategic approach to this whole little dilemma. So I will show that clip because it is an important part of the movie. So I will show that in just a second.
Our cars and drive down there at a safe, sound speed, keeping each other in sight of each other. And then when we get down there, we dig up the money, providing that there is some money there. And when we do find it, we share it amongst us in a simple manner. He's got a point. I think he's got something.
And I think we should go straight to the police.
The police? Why the police?
All right, she's with us. Now, what's with this fair shares for everybody?
Look, ma'am, all I said was we arrived in 4 vehicles. I think.
So this is, I guess, Dentist Crump here. And he pretty much says that they should split up the 350 grand. So, and it just seems pretty simple as that. But again, I can only show a little bit of this movie because there is a now how these guys remembered all their lines and all the physical comedy in this 3 hours was pretty impressive. So, with that being said, this guy here, Sid Caesar, has an incredibly complicated part because he makes the math very, very complicated. I did not show that, but just to memorize all that would take a lot. And that is why actors today could not do this because they are completely useless in so many ways. So obviously, it takes a lot of skill to remember these parts here. So there's also a lot of facial expressions, especially by Jonathan Winters when he is driving his moving truck. This is the comedy that is kind of missed today. Yes, Kevin Hart tries it. He fails. Ryan Reynolds does a sarcastic comedy. He fails. Will Ferrell, he just fails in general. So moving on. These are actually really funny comedians. Even though Ethel Merman might be annoying, she already starts with the purse hitting in this clip as well. But don't worry, I didn't show it because there is plenty of that. She uses that purse like a weapon a lot. So it's a good thing there is not a brick in it, or these actors would probably be headless. She uses it all the time. I don't know if she uses that hat. That would be kind of amusing. I'm sure that one of my friends would really like a hat like that. I think one of them actually wears one. So I will show the next clip here. Jonathan Winters, of course, because they are racing to get to this money, it's chaotic now, and Jonathan Winters kind of does some damage to his truck, but that's okay. He has a little vehicle in his moving truck now with damaged goods. So I hope that hopefully it's just all of Hulk Hogan stuff, so we won't be missing any of it. So I will show this next clip in just a second, and we get to see what Jonathan Winters gets to ride on. It's pretty funny.
Boy, people who own this stuff see this. Boy, I sure hate to think what it.
Never mind, never mind. Here's the bike. Look, you get to the nearest phone and hire the best car that you can find.
But this is a girl's bike. This is for a little girl.
We'll put everything away. Will you get going, please? Will you hurry?
Okay. I gotta admit, I feel kind of silly.
So here is poor Lenny Pike. So I really hope that people don't want their stuff back. Maybe this will go in the storage wars, and then the big Dave Hester can bid on this stuff. So or Pawn Stars for that matter, and then they wouldn't know anything about the items being sold. So now here is wonderful Lenny Pike. So Milton Berle, who of course is Russell, he picks up the bike and tells him to ride that and go to the nearest payphone. So poor Lenny Pike here is kind of a larger fellow, and he has to ride this bike that is made for little girls. And of course and of course his wonderful Vayan is broken down. So now he is riding this little girl's bike, which I found hilarious. So now, like I said, other people do get tagged along in this, and yes, a British man is already tagged along. He picks up Russell and the nagging mother-in-law that actually hits him when he's driving his car, which would annoy me half to death. But because he's British, he is a gentleman and he doesn't even yell at her. And we have our first question.
So if I hit you while you're driving, you'll get mad.
Yes. So, anyways, so this is. I don't know. So, anyways, so he just keeps on driving, and poor. Now she did that because poor Lenny Pike is at the side of the road riding a bike, and he was going to pull over and let him on, but the mother-in-law wants the money, so she just hits him in the back of the head. So now we have Doctor or Dentist Crump, who found another vehicle, and this is the part I want to show. Trust me, there's much more of the nagging mother-in-law as we go. Her son Sylvester is her favorite person in the world, and that is definitely something to keep an eye on. So now I will show the part though with Dr. Crump, and I will show that in just a second.
This is a plane that's really built. I mean, you know, look, when was this plane built? 1960. 1960.
Well, this is the vehicle that I decided to show. So yes, we have the Englishman in the car. I realize they drag him into it, and now, of course, now he needs a share. Well, now we have this, but I want to show this plane instead. I don't know about you, but I would feel safer riding in a Ford Taurus with a wheel completely off than take this plane. I believe when she climbs on, I don't know if she rips her dress or if she rips the wing or if she damages the engine that is in that plane, maybe knock the propeller off, who knows. But I would not feel safe going in that plane. Um, but they do. So now I will show the wonderful mother-in-law from heaven is at it again. So I said how she hits the driver. Well, she now makes she does it again. Let's just put it that way. I will show you what I mean in just a second.
Sylvester! What on earth did you do that
What
for?
are you shouting for?
Honey, you have to scare everybody out of
The
it.
voice? What are you, crazy?
Why didn't I think?
So this is the wonderful mother-in-law here hitting the Englishman behind the wheel of his car, and he seems to kind of spin out. So now this is a problem because now his wheels are just jiggling all over the place, just like the mother-in-law's tummy every time she yells. It just goes. Bloop, 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 bloop. So she pretty much looks like a big tub of Jello. So she just keeps going on and on and on, and wait until we meet Sylvester. I think you will enjoy it. The second clip of him is definitely the best. So now the wonderful Lenny Pike has caught up to Phil Silvers. Apparently, he found out about the money, so he kind of left Lenny Pike on the side of the road, and this guy is gassing up his car, but Lenny caught up, and this guy thinks that Lenny is a nut. So we will see how Lenny does this. So I will show that clip in just a second.
I finish with you, they'll be stumbling over you in the dark. Get on the phone. Get on the phone. Yell it. Look out. Stop. Look, I was clouded. Just stop. Get some. Look, mister, you got this. Wait, here. Don't make it so sad. Will you stop staring? Get out of this is too out of the way. Look, give me a break. Crazy. What is you doing? What is the right? Oh, stop.
Well, so here is wonderful Lenny Pike just beating the bejeebers out of wonderful Mr. Silvers. So he ripped the door off his car.
You deserve it.
And then, yes, he did. And then he was punching him with those little hoses. Oh, believe me, he doesn't end there. So we're not really sure we don't know how these clips are going to go. And again, this is a very long movie. Let's just say Lenny Pike completely destroys the gas station. It's a part you really do have to check out for yourself. This is pretty much nonstop comedy throughout the whole movie. You pretty much
Depends on who opinion you ask.
tough crowd. So now we get to see the wonderful Mrs. Marcus in action with her wonderful purse. She put her keys down her stupid dress that she probably got at Odds and Ends or the Dollar Tree Minus or Dollar. We're not going to call it Dollar General. We're going to call it Dollar Private. Very, very cheap dress with her stupid hat. So now we can see if the Englishman and Russell are going to get the keys or if she's going to fight him off with her 10-cent purse. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Just take one more step.
I'll take another step.
I'm warning you.
You're warning me. I've been waiting for this for years.
Sorry.
Give me the keys.
You're gonna get it. Let's go. Everybody!
Well, here's what they do. They tip the wonderful mother-in-law, get the keys out, but she hits them with her purse. And then after they do get her up, she hits them with her purse again. So yeah, she's swinging that thing like crazy, and then oh yes, this is the part where she does her little sing song as she is about to be tipped upside down. And of course, her stupid daughter takes the mother's side, of course. So if there's one person that ruins this movie, it is Russell's wife. She is useless. She is queen of the less. Meaningless, useless, brainless, you name it, she is definitely queen of the less. So now Spencer Tracy, or Captain Culpepper, is going to call his wife, and he's going to be bragging about his little prank here. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Daddy, it's Billy Sue.
Oh, let me speak with your mother, will you, sweetheart?
Oh?
Yeah, dear. Tell me something, Ginger. How does it feel being married to the most brilliant personality in the law enforcement industry?
You referring to yourself?
Ginger, I want you to prepare yourself for a little shock. When I tell you what has happened
So tell me, I've got this biscuit dough.
the Smiler Grogan case is solved.
The what? Now what the hell is the Smiler Grogan case?
So here's police corruption at its best. So he is bragging to his wife before this is even planned or even finished yet, which he should not be doing. So he calls her and pretty much says, book this trip to Hawaii. So he is celebrating before it is even over. Not a good idea. So now you're probably wondering, well, what happened to Mickey Rooney and Mr. Hackett here? Well, Benji and Ding Bell met Mr. Fitzgerald, who of course is played by Nathan Backus, who was in Gilligan's Island, and he is flying them on his wonderful little airplane. So now he has a plane, but I don't know if John Taffer would approve or not approve. So I will show you his plane in just a second.
A drink. There's some ice and stuff back there. Why don't you make us all some old fashions?
Old fashions? You think you ought to drink while you're flying?
Well, stop kidding, will you? And make us some drinks. We just press the button back there and mark booze. It's the only way to.
So this is the part here. I don't know if John Taffer would approve or not approve. I could just imagine his grumpy face the second he goes on that airplane. Now, I did forget to make the wonderful Southwest joke at that last airplane, the one that was rickety. I'm surprised. I think they did steal that from a Southwest Airlines frame. But nope, this plane is actually nice. It's got its own little bar. But yes, John Taffer would be incredibly grumpy if he saw this. He would bring in his little buddies, Santos and Phil Wills, to yell at them, scold them, rip them apart, and then take the bar out of the airplane. And then put it in his Taffer's Tavern that is just going to close next week, right after its grand opening. So now we get to finally meet the wonderful, useful, and fabulous Sylvester, the son-in-law that is going to save the day.
The son.
Well, Milton Berle's, Russell's son-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Or, well, whatever you want to call him. We will see what kind of in-law he is. The mother, Ethel Merman, or Mrs. Marcus, is trying to get a hold of Sylvester, but he's doing something very, very important. That's why he can't answer the phone. So we will see what that is in just a second. So this is the wonderful Sylvester. I had to show the second clip because this one is even worse. So he's just dancing around. He's wasting time. He was supposed to mow the lawn, but he was complaining. So we decided to do this because he just got done watching the Rob Lowe sex tape. So this guy here, he's not dancing with that girl. He's not paying attention to her at all. He is just dancing away because he has a big crush on Rob Lowe. So this guy probably complains about his job on Fridays, about having to go in on Monday. This guy is just completely useless. No. So he also gets mad over coach firings. This guy, he just has no life whatsoever. Um, so finally, she gets a hold of him. So he does decide to drive up. But yeah, this guy obviously has no purpose whatsoever. But of course, the mother loves her wonderful Sylvester, who just got done complaining about mowing the lawn. So now we get to see our wonderful Ding Bell and Benji, and they get their first dose of flying the plane. So we get to show that clip in just a second.
It's really nothing to it.
But Benji can't fly.
Well, that's nonsense. Anybody can fly a plane. Now here, I'll check you out. Put your little hands on the wheel. There, that's it. Now you have it. Now the feet on the rudder. You got it? There you go. Feet on the rudder. That's not it. Who says this boy can't fly this old plane? There you go. Now I'm going to make the old-fashioned way, the way dear old Dad used to. Born flyer, that's all.
Well, so here's the part with the plane here. So poor Benji Benjamin has to try to fly it, and I'm telling you about the facial expressions. They are just hilarious here. Obviously, he looks very concerned. He's obviously scared to death, and his face just explains it all. So Ding Bell is getting Terry Fitzgerald some old fashions for his um, plane. So I guess drinking and flying, I guess, was accepted back then. So I fast forwarded quite a bit. There is the intermission. So sorry if you needed a bathroom break. You're just going to have to sit through. So now I will show a little bit of a still here because there's no reason to show a clip here. The Three Stooges make a cameo appearance, so I will show it in a still. I just figured I would show this. Just like I said, if you are anybody important, you are in this movie. So the Three Stooges are here. So I will show that still in just a second. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the Three Stooges. I believe two of them are still alive at this time. Obviously, all three of them have died now, but I believe the two of them in here are still alive. So now they probably just got him as an extra. So they just got a new actor to fill in. Obviously, the heavier guy, I believe, died several years before this movie was made. So the Three Stooges, of course, was a older TV show. Mr. Rogers absolutely hated it. He said it was violent. He actually went to Congress and tried to get. I mean, he did a whole thing to try to get this show off the air. He was traumatized by it. Mr. Rogers? Not knowing the Three Stooges is fine. It was an older show, even though I'm surprised you don't know who they are. But Mr. Rogers, the man with the sweater, he had the shoes, he had the puppet land, the little place of, I forgot what it was called, the something of make believe, the town of make believe. I forgot. I watched it years ago as a kid, so I obviously forgot. Mr. McFeely, the postman. No, and no. No, Mr. Rogers. Well, apparently he had a nice smile on his face, but no sense of humor. So, yes, it was a kid show on PBS, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. No, not at all. You know Barney and Sesame Street, but not Mr. Rogers. It was like right.
I know Clifford. I know Arthur. I think I'm the only PBS show that actually know.
Oh boy, Mr. Rogers is spinning in his grave, throwing his shoes 6 feet under. So so anyways,
I'm pretty
it's
sure none of my siblings know what that is.
now Mr. Rogers was probably traumatized by this movie. He probably went to Congress and threw a fit when he just saw the 2 seconds of this trailer. So now they are all in chaos here. They're trying to find the W, and let me tell you, it's really hard to find the W because it is hidden really well. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Yeah. Hey! Hey! Wait. You see anything? Nothing. Not a thing.
Are you sure he didn't say something else? Something you forgot?
Look, he said it would be buried under a big W and that we'd see it.
Yeah, well, it's gotta be.
So here is the enormous W that everybody missed. So maybe they're just tired or fatigued or a bunch of idiots. I'm going to blame Sylvester for the whole thing. So for some reason, Sylvester, I don't know why I laughed so hard the first time that I saw Sylvester dancing in the living room. I think it's because I could just relate to so many people that do stuff like that. So um, now I will show the second last clip. This is kind of what happens when you have a bunch of idiots around this much money. So I will show that clip in just a second. So this is what happens when you have a bunch of idiots around $350,000 in cash. Obviously, they're all fighting over it. I was going to make a joke that the wonderful mother-in-law broke the fire escape, but she was not on it. Unless, you know what, she could have been, because when she was thundering in the street, it is possible that her thunder thighs did end up shaking the whole entire ground, and that's what collapsed the fire escape. Or her horrible voice may have caused enough vibration to just completely collapse it. So now I will show the final clip. We get to see one more shot here of the wonderful mother-in-law, Mrs. Marcus. I'm going to call her Miss because there's no way she was a Mrs. Now, how she got children was probably in a lab of some kind. So now I will show the final clip of her, and for some reason I saw this part coming, but you know what? I laughed anyway. I didn't care. So this will be the final clip that I'm showing, and then I will do my review. So I will show that in just a second.
Now see here, you idiots, it's all your fault. Because if you hadn't,
One thing I forgot to add in the second last clip, the only part that the wonderful Mrs. Marcus was concerned about was her wonderful useless son Sylvester being up on the fire escape. So the useless one is always the one, I guess, that gets worried about. So Sylvester he fits that mold perfectly. So this is the final clip, and of course, look who leads the charge: the ladies going to scold everybody in the hospital room. And she just charges in there and falls and slips over the banana peel. I saw this scene. I expected this. I wanted it to happen. And when it did, I indeed did laugh. Um, what I didn't realize is I actually watched this before work on a Friday. I didn't think it was going to take up my entire morning, but it did. So I had this recommended by a coworker to see this, and I ended up buying it probably for $5 or $7 or somewhere in that range on the wonderful world of Amazon. And yes, this movie is owned by Amazon, so that can go either way. I'm actually surprised that Amazon doesn't put a lock on it, even though I own the movie. I'm waiting for stuff like that to happen. So this is one that I honestly really did enjoy from the very beginning. So I know that this is a goofy comedy. It's silly, but you know what? It made me laugh almost the whole way through. The cast in this is absolutely terrific. It was casted pretty much with perfection. I am getting a big, huge head shake here. Somebody did not like this movie, and I would like to know why.
It was dumb.
It was dumb. Is that it? It was dumb. I'm sure that Siskel and Ebert, I'm sure, would give this 2 thumbs down. One, Ebert would not understand it. He would be in his toilet chair. Siskel would say that this picture, this picture, this picture, and then he would compare it to some other movie that was dumb. Now, Roger Ebert would hate this movie, but he would like Cop and a Half. So his opinion is pretty much the crap. So this movie here,
Those people were annoying as crap.
no, they were not. And how were they?
Name one of them that was not annoying.
Okay, well, I'm going to say Mrs. Marcus was annoying, but very, very funny. I enjoyed her part.
Her voice annoyed me.
Well, it's Ethel Merman. What do you?
wanted to rip my hair out.
Well, it's Ethel Merman. What do you expect?
I don't know who that is.
You know what? I'll play you a concert.
You not.
And what about Milton Berle, the wonderful entrepreneur? I wish he had a cigar in his mouth. That would have made up for this.
Which one was he?
He was the Russell.
No, he was annoying me too.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what about Mickey Rooney?
Nope, all annoying.
What about Benji Benjamin?
Nope.
Nathan Backus, Terry Fitzgerald, the guy on the airplane.
Nope, that was annoying.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't please anybody. What about the Three Stooges? They didn't do anything.
I don't know who they are.
Okay. Well, I guess it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to recommend this movie to somebody. So, most
I
people.
only watched half of it yesterday when I got home, and I was done after 5 minutes.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I guess double mommy it is. So, I guess. I guess. I will definitely recommend it anyways. Even though 50% of the room like it, that's 50% fine.
No. 1/5 of the room liked it because all the animals disappeared. And he has not moved.
No, he doesn't move anyways.
He does.
Well, not well. And Stimpy just has no taste, and Rascal just likes his blankets. So he's a Linus. So, yes, if you do like comedy and you like these older actors that actually had talent, then I would highly recommend this. This is also clean comedy, too. It doesn't have excessive swearing like stupid Deadpool or the Big Lebowski. This is actually written well. And also, like I said, memorizing the lines and doing a lot of the physical comedy, even with stunt doubles, would definitely take a toll. So, yes, I honestly really would. I don't know what this is streamed on. I forgot to check that out. You might yeah, but I don't know if you have to buy it, though, is what I was getting at. I don't know if it's free. Well, it could be Prime, but who knows? It could have that little lock on it. So that is a possibility, or it could be free for the next 5 minutes, and then it could be locked tomorrow. So I would just recommend going on eBay or Amazon and just buying it. Good luck finding it, though. I had a hard time finding it the second time after my dog chewed it up the first time. So please please comment below if you've seen this. So subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching.